I'm here in the Kingbird Model Home at Cardinal Creek Village. Isn't this a gorgeous kitchen? I'm going to make a terrific pasta salad today that's ideal for summertime. It's bright and fresh and it's vegan, so it can be safely transported to picnics or poolside, wherever you want to enjoy it. So to make our salad today, we're going to start by doing the dressing first, and it's a delicious Asian-inspired vinaigrette. So soy sauce is the bulk of the flavor. We'll add that to our mixing vessel. I love making vinaigrettes in a jar because then you just have to shake them, you don't have to whisk them. We're going to add in some sesame oil because again that's a hallmark of Asian flavors. We've got a little bit of maple syrup for sweetness. Now that wouldn't be typically Asian. They would use generally white sugar, but maple syrup's better for us. I've got some fresh squeezed lime juice, and we're going for kind of the hot, salty, sour, sweet flavor profile. This is some rice vinegar. We've got some minced gingerroot, and our heat is going to come from this chili garlic paste. You could use sriracha instead if you prefer, or any hot sauce really. And we're going to add in canola oil. Sesame oil is too strong on its own to make it the entire oil base of the dressing. And then all we have to do is put the lid on, give it a shake, and our dressing is done. There, so we'll just let that sit. In our bowl here, we've got some cooked rotini, about 2.5 cups of dry pasta cooked up, and you can do that up to 48 hours ahead of time and just refrigerate it, which is great. We're going to add some broccoli for nutrition and color, and it doesn't need to be blanched. You could do that if you like, but the dressing softens it very quickly. So I like to do it raw because it's just easier and more nutritious. And some chopped carrot, you could grate that if you prefer. Slivered red pepper, so you can see how colorful the bowl's looking already, and some finely sliced cabbage, and that's great because it adds a lot of crunch to the dish as well as being another healthy vegetable. So it didn't look like a lot of pasta, but when you add everything else in, it really fills out the bowl nicely. I'm going to give this a little bit of a toss to bring some of the pasta up to the top, and then we're going to drizzle on the dressing. And I always start by doing just about half the dressing. You don't want to end up with a puddle in the bottom of your bowl. So if you add it half at a time, you can give it a toss, check and make sure that it isn't puddling in the bottom. The pasta will absorb a fair bit of it. So I can see we still have room for more. There we go. And we'll give it one more good toss. You want to try and distribute the vegetables evenly. It'll just look more pleasing that way, and it means when people serve themselves, they'll get a good distribution of all the components. And lastly, we'll add our garnishes. We're going to add some sesame seeds. You could use black or white sesame seeds, whatever you prefer. Another little bit of flavor and crunch. And we've got some slivered green onions. And you could use chives if you have those in your garden. And then cilantro, which is another great Asian flavor. And we'll just scatter that over the top. So with just a little bit of chopping time while the pasta cooks, you can see how quickly this delicious, beautiful salad comes together.